documentation guide with DocZ. And description, and this is documentation site build using DocZ. Let's get let's give a keyword of DocZ. Author, let's say Aviyel. DocZ. Aviyel, let's give it author name. Aviyel DocZ. Or Aviyel name. Now, first step, let's install npm I for installing our DocZ package. Let's npm install I DocZ. Before that, will not be. You can either do save div DocZ for installing your DocZ as an div dependency, but I will be installing it as an main dependency. So npm I DocZ. So it might take around might take around 5-10 minutes. So let's install git ignore. Let's add git ignore. You have git ignore. So git ignore is simply a package which will help you to git ignore. You can download the package git ignore so that you can simply type git ignore, and the stack that you want to avoid that you want to avoid to send it into the staging area, git staging area. So, or else you can simply right click and create new file .git ignore. So so it simply means that you are avoiding these files to get being tracked by the git. Does that make sense here? I hope so. So you're avoiding node modules. So so let's wait for it. Add src folder for now. Inside it, let's create one file called index or button. Let's create index.php. Let's see. This is simply a boilerplate This is simply a boilerplate for our React application. So let's create one separate component for this. Let's create so component should be capital alert alert button, and let's create some buttons here. For this, create a button and close this button. Meanwhile, let's pass the size of the button for and the column as the drops as well. So drops. Let's pass the boss. Let's pass the style of the button. For the style, we are going to need the font size. Let's say size equals to small. If small than 60, or else if small than 20, then or else it will be large. Let's keep at 100, and let's keep the background color of color equals to, and let's say primary. Let's keep primary, and the color is always green, and let's keep green. And export our component. Alert button, select it, paste it. So yeah, you have successfully created your component, alert component, alert button component. So each MDX or each document has its own feature, has 4 main key features that are name, route, menu, and hidden. So yeah, first let's keep a name. For that, there it is, name alert button, and we give the route. Let's keep it as our default route, and menu, give a menu of these are the all, it will be in the button, so menu will be in button. And yeah, and Markdown, this is heading 1. So if you give 2 has heading 2 up to 6, so add 6, same like in Markdown. Let's give a name of alert, and this is created using let's just give a name of this is alert button, something like this. So yeah, finally we have created our stuff. Let's add all git commit m button mdx file, add it and get it goes. Create our script file. So to start, no, not start. We need to write docz the dev and docz the dev. And for building the project, we need build script, which is docz.dev, or you can simply write dev. You don't have to write docz. It's okay to specify about what you are currently building or developing or starting the project itself or solving the project itself. docz.serve, this serve command will docz, it will build your docz file and it will solve it, and docz serve. I think it should be fine. And so yeah. Why docz is the best documentation tool out there? So there are 5 reasons. There are more than 5 reasons to tell you that docz is the best among the best. So because the first reason is it is Gatsby powered. So docz is entirely built using GatsbyJS, which is an React framework. Not React framework. GatsbyJS is a React framework. It's an optimized for a lightning fast development. And which allows you to leverage the huge GatsbyJS ecosystem. And another reason, it is very, very easily customizable. docz is considered to be highly customizable to create and personalize your very own themes and stuff. And third reason, it is blazingly fast. So docz supports hot reloading, which means while you are developing or while after you instantly save your file, it will automatically gets reloaded. It will automatically reflect the changes on the go. So yeah, it is blazingly fast. docz supports hot reloading, and it is based on MDX. So docz is based on which means it allows you to import and use your own React component. You can import anything, any component inside your Markdown file. That's it. And also another main big reason and main kind of feature, so it supports TypeScript. So docz includes native TypeScript support for TSX component, as well as the ability to generate the documentation directly from the prop types and comments inside in the code itself. So you can comment it, and you can do whatever you want. So docz is pretty much flexible and and insanely good for your documentation, for your next documentation project, or if you are planning to build next documentation, or if you are planning to document your software, your API, whatever you prefer or whatever you are currently working on, DocZ is among the best. And also the main feature I forgot, it is completely open source. So yeah, boom, you are done. There is light mode, there is dark mode and light mode also. So yeah, so this is the menu, this is the name, and this is whatever that you place inside your MDX file. So yeah, so hot reloading means this. Oh wait, this, yeah. So you don't have to restart your server every time you make your changes. So yeah. And now let's import our React component. So yeah, this is our component. So alert button is component, and we created a button inside it. So let's try out our button inside our MDX file. And yeah, let's get started. For that, let's create one heading called alert alert 2, and also okay, that'll be fine. So you need to export the component, so don't forget to export the component. So alert button, let's check it for now. So this is our alert button. We should pass out some props to it. Color is equals to, let's say, primary color, and we provided the size of let's say, size of small. Size of small with small button. Let's close our component and I think I made some mistake. Primary button. We cross the prop style, we give a styling to it. What else did I miss? Is it because of this function? I don't think so. Or is it function? Alert button small. UTTON and style. We pass the props. Font size of small. Yeah, background. BACKGROUND color is equals to primary green or blue. Yes, it should work. Export, I think. Look this. I don't think so. Alert button. Import React from React. Restart again. DocZ dev. building. I hope it's not because of that. Let's wait for it. Oh, I think I made one mistake. So yeah, I correct, but one thing I forgot to mention. In order to use that component, you need to import the component as well. So got to import the component. So yeah, from it's, you don't have to specify index file. So let's keep up. Yeah, I think it will work now. It should work now. But it's why import dollar button from dash. Okay, from index.js or let's restart again. It will work. It will work. Let's refresh it. Flutter button was not found. Export the font. It's not. Yeah, it worked now. And now let's create one big button as well. So big alert, and for that let's create alert button. Yeah, or else we can just copy it, paste it. Let's give a primary, not primary, and let's give whatever you want, large button. So yeah, so 100. This would be 70 should be suffice. So using Playground, you can pretty much edit your code. You can pretty much do anything. So let's simply Playground and include this into Playground, and also don't forget to import that as well from the DocZ package. Import let's Playground from docz. Yeah, what system? Gatsby blah blah, and wait, one mistake. Yeah. So now you can edit from here as well. Let's say color primary and bottom is small. You can play with it. You can copy the code, and now let's create a stateful component. So yeah, how to create one stateful component. So for that, let's remove this playground for a while, and yep, let's create one stateful component, and inside it let's add the playground and get one animals function, and let's create one for counter state. Let's set counter. This is simply a React. Let's React.use state. Let's give the initial value of the counter as in 0, and yeah, let's return this. Create a React fragment. Inside that fragment, let's create another button. So button on click and button on click fire. What should we do? We counter count plus 1, yeah, close this button, and add increment, and let's close this button. Let's update the counter value here, and yeah, you are finally done. Let's check whether it is working or not. Yep, it is working. Yep, finally. Now you can keep the initial value of, let's say, 5, increment the counter by 5. Okay, yeah, you are done. You have successfully created your own stateful component. Now, and in this section we will only keep the small button. So yeah, let's cut this big button, and for now let's leave it as it is. Let's rename this as an small begin.mdx, and let's create another file called begin.mdx and another mdx file called stateful.comp.mdx and another file called what we created, playground. Let's keep it 3 only. Yeah, big, bitty, and small. Okay, now let's copy as it is. Copy the top one, go to your another mdx file, paste it, rename, give the name give the route name, let's say big btn, big hyphen btn, and this will be inside menu, or this will be inside components. And go to this small btn, record this section, you don't need this, copy it into the button. Yes, let's stop the server for a while, and inside this stateful component, let's copy this entire stuff and paste it here. And you need the this part also. So yep, here, you don't need all out button, you only need playground, not big button. This is let's give a play button, yeah, okay. And instead of stateful, let's say play btn.mdx. okay, so now that you have successfully created 3 mdx file and 3 separate route for nodes, this is, let's leave it as it is. And this is big btn, this is play btn. So you have created your route as well, and you have created your component, you have imported your component inside your mdx file. Yep, let's run it, or let's add git add all, git commit what we added play btn, let's added play btn and big btn and big btn mdx file, and let's push it, okay, push. It will create a folder called dist, dist, and simply you can deploy it. Now let's wait for it. Meanwhile, you can visit to either Vercel, Netlify, or whatever you want. We don't have that much time to deploy on Heroku, so I'll be using Netlify. Very easy to use, and it should create a build file for now. So yeah, head over to your Netlify, simply wait for your project to get built. So yeah, meanwhile I'll show you what we are planning to build for tomorrow. Simple API docs. Here it's on. So now yes, visit to get inside your docz folder, and you can see that dist folder inside here. So simply drag and drop your dist file into your Netlify, and it will be deployed. Meanwhile, go to the domain setting and edit the site name. Let's give the site name of docz demo. So dist is simply and static file. You can host in GitHub pages as well. Yep, it is deployed on docz demo live.netlify.app, and let's get that on it and docz build file and git post. Yeah, you have successfully deployed your application.